share the live feed while we're at it too, bro.
Alrighty, and there we are live exclusively at the Ikon radio station on a Friday night with you. It's your boy Guapo Damas at the top of the world. I'm going to pan right over to my partners in crime. Go ahead and introduce yourself, gentlemen.
Yo, what's up, everybody? What's up, what's shaking? It's your boy, Mr. LP, representing that 4luvofboxing like I always do. Another Friday night here with us, with the team, and we got a special guest. Can't wait to get onto this episode, but stay blessed. A lot of boxing this coming weekend and all, so I hope you guys enjoy that. But we already had talked about that segment. We got more to come for this show. But my man's to my right, further right, go ahead. Introduce yourself.
Jerry, y'all know, original LP. Boxing aficionado, always repping Team AZ. And my guy, who I've grown really close with over the last couple years. We share mutual friends and family, and I got a lot of respect, mutual respect for this young man. If you don't recognize him, it's because he matured overnight, grew this manly beard on himself. But he's a big fan of 4luvofboxing. He's a big fan of local AZ boxing. Let's give it up to the one and only Mr. Danny Barrios Flores.
Yes, sir.
House, man. We got Carita Barrios in the house. How you doing, Danny, man? It's good to have you up in here in the studio.
It's good, man. Thank you guys for having me, man. I'm pretty excited to be here with you guys. You know, it's a Friday night, you know, get to enjoy, you know, do a little talking, and I'm here.
Boxing
talking.
Yes, sir.
It's actually a Friday night where you get a chance to spend some time down here with us, and we're sitting on like one of the biggest fight weekends that we've had in quite a long time, man.
It's been a hell of a month.
Man, look, no lie on that, man. The whole month has been action-packed, right? Actually, man, did you get a chance to catch the fights last weekend at all, man?
I did.
What stood out to you?
Even though I was at the lake, I was still on my phone. You know, I gotta take care of my son. You know, so I was running into getting my son from the lake out and all that, and watching the fights through my phone. But I did.
I'm picturing you on a boat at the lake with your phone on one hand and your son on the other hand, so you ain't missing nothing. You gotta paint the picture for us, bro.
It's something like that, bro.
That's it, man.
You had the earpiece in.
Yeah. All the fans need to know that, hey, the child was safe, all right?
That's it, man. Listen, as I was watching some of the fights, man, you know, some of the times...
There was a lot of good fights,
There
too.
was a lot of good fights, but some of the times were off, man. So as we were tuning in to watch, some of the fights had either already happened, so I didn't quite kind of get a chance to watch that later. I got a chance to watch Russian Homeboy with David Morrell. Yeah, that was a firefight of a fight.
Man.
Did you get a chance to catch that?
I did not, but I heard that David Morrell was like kind of fucking around like during the ring and all that, you know. And I feel like
he got put on his ass, bro.
Yeah, but
there was a time in that fight where he got a little bit too cute, got caught, got sat right on his ass, man.
Yeah, but I give it up to him, man. You know, he's a warrior. I mean, he fought David Benavidez, you know, with only 10 fights, but I give it to him. You know, he's a good fighter. He's a good fighter.
Jerry, you get a chance to catch that fight at all, bro?
No, man, just caught the highlights of it, you know. But like Danny mentioned too, he got a little too cute. And if you guys know me, man, I hate that ring antic bullshit, bro. Anytime you get a little pretty, you start sticking your tongue out at somebody. Or,
I learned from that.
You know what I mean? Like, hey, you gonna bite on your tongue, or you're gonna be humble, or you're gonna get punched back in the mouth, or put your hands down and start dancing around, being that goofy shit. Like, just be a professional for the whole 3 minutes or the whole 10 or 12 rounds, and then you could showboat afterwards if you win. You know what I mean? Like, there's no need for all that stuff.
Listen, words. If you win.
And I'm just saying.
Don't put on no show if you ain't freaking done nothing yet.
Listen, that's why
you're going to turn it to a longer.
I thought I was up on the points on mine.
Look, and that's where I want to kind of go with you, Danny, bro. I don't know how they scored it, but I had you up 6-4, bro, in that fight. So I had
everyone
to win.
had it like that.
I could see the draw, bro. I couldn't see it the other way, bro.
Yeah.
And I know that you have certain sentiments you felt there because you just said, right? I kind of learned from that. You felt like you maybe did a couple too many antics in the second part of that fight, bro. Was that your mind frame, bro? You thought you were ahead in the fight or what?
Yeah, I thought I was ahead of the fight. Even my coach was telling me I was ahead of the fight, but he would just keep telling me like, just finish strong every round.
And it's crazy, bro, because I've rewatched the fight a couple times, bro, and I keep trying to play devil's advocate to try to score it the other way and see if I can get there. And the best I can get to is a draw. So man,
Yeah, or a draw, you know.
And no, listen, for me, like I told you, I thought you won that fight. And actually being able to run into you after the fights, bro, and kind of be able to pick your brain a little bit and have a little bit of a moment with you at the taco shop afterwards, man. That was actually pretty cool to be able to run into you like that afterwards, man. I'll tell you, you took it like a G, bro. You took it a lot better than I would have took it. I would have been a lot more pissed off in that scenario.
Yeah.
Probably. You took it like a champ, bro.
I took it like a champ. I came back after 6 months, 7 months, 9 months actually, and
we were there for that fight.
You guys saw.
We were there for that one.
I'm in a demon mode now. Like I ain't gonna leave it to the judges no more.
That's what's up. Yes, sir.
And actually,
I told these guys.
Let's talk a little bit about that, right? That was your fight with Alexis, right?
Alexis
it came down, bro. Tough fight, bro. Being able to be part of the whole.
And we didn't even. Like we didn't even call him like a week ago type, we called him. We made sure like he was ready for this fight. We called him like
kid's
3.
Tough too,
like
man. He's really tough.
We got him like 3 or 4 months prior to my fight, so he had enough time to get ready and get prepared.
You guys listen, and you could tell that he was actually ready for you, bro. He actually brought it right now, far different level of quality when it comes to your quality and his quality, right? If I was to give you a little bit of constructive criticism in that fight, I thought you chased his head a little bit too much.
Yeah.
I think if you would have dug in a little bit more to the body, you get him out of there faster.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, though, man, I mean, while being able to sit ringside and watch you work, bro, man, it was a special thing, bro.
You were on beast mode. You were on beast mode.
It was a beautiful thing to watch you work, man, and some of them big, heavy shots you were landing was amazing.
Yeah.
I was telling Guapo Damas we were talking about your fight that day and your camp leading into that. I could tell there was a change in you. There was a different mental mindset for you. That you were going to come in, like, sitting more down on your punches. Like you were just going to turn that dial that you didn't even know you had. You were going to turn that on from this point going forward.
I didn't trust in my power. That's crazy, but, like, my coach was like, you got fucking power. Like, you can fucking sit these guys down. At 122, like, you got fucking power. He was telling me, like you got power. You need to like they say in Spanish, te tienes que confiar en tu power. Like you gotta, you gotta just use your power. I know you got power. You got pop. He was telling me. He was like, all right, I got pop.
Well, listen, and it's funny that you say at 122, right? That was one of the things we actually were talking about when me and Jerry were down there watching that fight. I actually told him, look, at 122, you do have a lot more power than you would at a slightly bigger build there, right? You're able to have a little bit of extra speed that goes with that power, bro, and it's everything. Like when we watch you work at 122, man, you carry a lot more pop, bro.
Hell yeah.
It's nice work when you get down there, bro. So listen, tell us what's coming up, man. What you got going on now?
Man, we got big plans, speaking to, my coach, and all that, we actually spoke about, distancing ourselves with, from Gabriel Valderrama.
Mm-hmm.
I spoke with Gabriel. Gabriel was like a manager to me. He's like a father figure to me, he seen me grow up throughout the whole, since I went pro and all that. He's the one that helped me out, and, he's helped me become a father as well. He's taught me, do this right, do that right. He's actually taught me, how to do an oil change on my cars. So basically, like, I see him as a father figure. And I spoke to him, I was just like, thank you for everything you've done for me. Thank you, we helped both each other out. He's done a lot for me, and no matter what, he's still gonna be in my corner. These big fights, he's still gonna be rolling with me. I don't care what people think, but he's still gonna be in my corner like a father figure.
Definitely, man.
But big things are coming up.
Pretty cool that you actually say that, right? Where it's obviously you're moving forward, but there's no negative feelings.
Yeah,
there's no negatives between me and him. Like I told him, I was like, you can call me whenever you want. We can fuck around, talk shit to each other all the time, like how we always do. You can go out for dinner. I told him whenever you want. We can go. But as of right now, we got. Hopefully, I get back in the ring in September. We still don't have a fight day yet, but I'm staying ready. As you can see, I'm shape ready. Whatever happens this year, I'll be ready. I'm already getting like my trunks done. I'm getting my whole outfit. I'm just gonna stay ready, I'm gonna.
I like that. You're actually being ahead of the game. What you're doing is you're preparing for the next fight, even though it's not even actually laid out on the calendar yet.
Yep.
But you're getting all the details, all the extra stuff that will probably take you out of focus while you're training.
Mm-hmm.
Getting it out of the way now. I'm like, I know what I'm gonna be rocking. I know how I want to be represented.
Yep.
So you're getting that out of the way, so you can just focus 100% on the actually task at hand, and that's your opponent. I like that, man.
I know it's always
like
ideal, right? Like you get an opponent set, and then you have 8 to 12 weeks of training camp, so you can prepare for that one style for that whole time.
Yeah.
But in this game, I mean, we just saw it earlier today when Angel Fierro couldn't make weight, and then somebody just stepped up on like hours notice.
Yeah.
And I mean, yes, he was on that undercard, right? But I'm just saying, like, I mean, for a Danny who wants to wait another opportunity on a DAZN or Showtime, which you've already been on. If you stay on weight,
there it is.
You're already mentally ready to get that opportunity.
You don't have to
take
get ready
advantage.
If you stay ready, and let's say you do get that call. Let's say you do get that call, be like, bet I'll jump on the plane. I'll be over there and take that freaking fight.
Yeah.
You never know when an opportunity would come in the rise. You just never know, man.
You never
so
know.
That's great that you're actually keeping yourself fit. I know you just told us off camera about you're usually not carrying yourself heavier than what you usually. You're actually staying at a pretty decent pace.
Yeah.
Where you're at, so you're not worried about your weight.
I'm not.
You're just focused on just staying in shape.
Staying in shape, getting ready.
Respect, bro.
I follow you on Instagram, bro, and man, you motivate me, bro. You motivate me to wanna.
Bro, I agree with that.
You know what I'm saying?
You putting in the next level. Bro.
I haven't even really been posting, bro. Like I just been too focused. Like I said, like I've been like after my first loss, I just been like my mentality is like has been like a different level. You know, it's been like I'm a motherfucking dog. You know, like I don't need a social media. I'm gonna show these people when they call me up. I'm gonna show them. I'm gonna show whoever.
It's always good to promote yourself, though.
Yeah.
You know, that's
true.
That's today's world.
Yeah.
You know, so it's always good to post yourself, and then you never know, somebody might be watching that. I remember seeing that guy. Let's call him up. We got a fight card coming up, or something along those lines. So
let me just share this with you. Let's not forget this actual situation. This is real talk. Andy Reese came in last replacement when Big Baby actually got pulled off the fight versus Anthony Joshua.
Oh, yeah.
And he slid in freaking Fast Eddie's DM. And Eddie said, all right, bet. But he was saying, keeping himself consistent on
this
social
man
media.
was on a Matchroom Boxing undercard.
Oh, I know, yeah. That was a big card.
Yeah.
That was a really big
that
card,
shit
bro.
was sick
That was a beautiful thing,
Man, that shit was sick as fuck.
Yeah, I bet you it was a great experience, right? Hey,
hell yeah.
The arena was pretty nice, though. The limelight,
I give a shout out to
everything.
Matchroom. They took care of me like if I was signed with them and stuff like that.
Man.
So they
from top to the bottom, full card. They take care of everybody.
Yeah, they took.
And that, I mean, for the people at home, that was
shout out to Eddie Hearn, man.
But
that was the Bam and Estrada fight card.
Bam and Estrada undercard, right?
Yeah.
Man, like share a little bit of that, bro. And when we watched you as you were coming out, like that's got to be next level, bro. You come out, I mean. Not to mention you're in essence at home too, right? I mean it's down here in Arizona and you're amongst your people. You get a chance to kind of
it's a big
feel
fight
it
too.
and take it in, bro. And you come out, man. I gotta say for me it was a very special thing because when you actually came out, you dabbed me up and you were fine, bro. So much love and respect there too, man.
Yeah.
Share with everybody, bro. What were you feeling in that moment, man?
Man, I was just, I know for a fact for that fight, I was shaped like to the max. I was shredded. I was on point. My mindset was on point. I didn't have no distractions through the whole entire camp. You know, my lady was just there for me, so, like, helping out with my meals and all that. And I didn't like not me stressing. And I had fought in March, so I was still in the gym. Like I after I fought in March, I took like 2 weeks off. I got right back in the gym because we found out we were fighting my Papoka like. Literally like 2 weeks before I even fought.
Yeah.
So I was like, man, okay. I told Gabriel, I was like, okay, let's get this fight out the way, and then I'm gonna take 2 weeks off, and then we're gonna start the camp and all that, and then Mono and I think Abel fought too, like on May or something, a week before, no, like a month before I fought. Coach had took off, so I was still in the gym no matter what. Like Coach took out of Vegas, I was in the gym, just staying in shape and being there with like the whole entire like fight card and everyone. It was amazing, seeing my family from different states come in and watch me. It was awesome. It was badass.
Awesome.
I remember just walking down the aisle, going to the ring and just cheering everything, giving like
enjoying that moment,
I was enjoying the moment, bro. Like it was. I know for a fact I'm gonna be there again. I know
Yeah,
it.
So
absolutely.
When you have a moment that big and you actually walk out among so many people and it's such a big spectacle and it's such a big event, how is it for you when you actually get in the ring? How long is it before you're able to control your emotions, bring yourself back down?
Yeah. The nerves gotta be up there a little bit, and there's nothing wrong with that.
I ain't gonna lie to you though. I wasn't nervous.
Really? You was just in the zone, huh?
I was on. I wasn't nervous. I was not nervous at all. Like, it was crazy because I was telling my coach, I was like, why I'm not nervous? I was in the background asking
So
like,
you were relaxed already to start off from the beginning?
yeah, I was,
It's that maturity, bro.
bro.
That is,
Like,
bro, that's a much different level of shit now, man. Because most of the time, especially when you walk in a spectacle with so big and such a big arena, it's so much stuff going on. It's usually gonna take you a little bit of time
Yeah.
to be able to bring it down. I mean, even some of the biggest names in the fucking boxing game have to bring themselves down to that. You know what I mean?
Well,
Yeah.
that just proves that that's the dog in you right there, man. In regards to even just the battle of the demons within you.
yeah,
You saw, you knew the moment, and you were like, I'm not gonna let this get the best of me. This is my time to shine.
Yeah.
You did that. That was a hell of a performance, bro. That was a great.
You know, I
freaking
think we
fight.
were sitting right behind or right next to the Garcia camp, because Robert Garcia was trading the fight.
yeah.
And we were sitting right next to them. We were asking them about their fighter. They were high on him. I guess he's a dog in their gym. He spars
Yeah.
with everybody. He gets plenty of good rounds over there in I think Riverside or wherever the gym is over
Riverside.
there. And so when the fight ended, they knew we were Team Danny,
Yeah,
and
they were giving props.
they were giving us
They were all
props. They
giving
were
the,
saying
hey, respect to
it's
your
like
mans.
that guy can fucking
Yeah,
fight.
they were.
So
Yeah.
that camp right there that was there,
Well,
they
You know
really
why?
were
Because they were
giving
like, whew.
they got
we
away with
that
one.
W.
You see, and
Robert-
they were probably there.
Robert gave me props. After the fight was over, Robert went on the broadcast. He was giving me props to me. He was like, Barrios can fight. You know, I wouldn't be surprised he'll be becoming a world champion anytime
Yeah,
soon.
beautiful.
You know.
Yeah, Robert Garcia's
Coming
a straight
from a
shooter,
world
bro.
champion and a world class
Yeah.
freaking trainer. That's awesome.
Yeah,
man.
but
Robert
it's, like
Garcia.
something about me, like I can box and I can brawl. So that's one thing that I got. But I mean, just being there, bro, in the big ass fight card, man. I would have never thought that I was gonna be there either. You know, I didn't have a fucking dad. I didn't.
Man, salute
It's
to
just-
you there,
it's
bro.
just-
It's a life
It's,
statement.
it's just
to
crazy,
get
Well,
bro.
it's hard for it, man.
It's crazy.
Making
And
moves,
it
bro.
goes to show how much hard work you had to put to get there anyway, right?
Yep.
So listen, from a fan perspective, then you take that first L, and I mean it's got to be bruising to your ego, and it's got to
Yeah.
be tough to take, right?
Yeah.
How long before you actually get yourself up and go, okay, fuck this, I took an L, but I got to get over it. Let's get back on this horse.
It took me maybe about. I didn't even show it. You know, I didn't show it, but like my girl knew like what I was going through and she knew about it, and I was just like, it took me like 3 months, bro, just to get back. You know.
And that's
Because
that's tough,
bro,
man.
after I was telling Jerry, like after my last fight, my first loss, after I fought, like everything was going through shit. Like I got into a car crash, I pulled a ligament, I hurt my knee, and then next thing you know,
Murphy's Law got you, bro.
man, yeah, and then my girl's mom, she got cancer, so we had to
Sorry
move
to
with
hear
her
that.
so she can take care of her mom and all that. So I mean, but everything's going well now, you know. I'm
Ain't
thinking,
nothing gonna hit harder than life, homie.
man,
No,
but
real
thank
talk,
God, you know, thank God that he's been there. You know, I've never used to pray and all that shit, but now I pray. As soon as I leave the house, I pray all the time now. So I think
Feeling
him.
a lot more thankful, feeling a
Yeah.
lot more blessed.
I
Stay
feel blessed,
bro.
more
That's 'cause you
thankful.
got it, bro.
Yeah.
Stay
Yeah.
Blessed, man.
Yeah.
Make sure you stay
I
there.
feel healthy. I feel good. You know, just
All
praying.
those injuries, man. Is
Good, bro.
all
Everything
good?
100%
that's
good now.
Great to know. I
You
mean,
you just heard him say that he never tells anybody how he's really feeling. So are we really gonna get the truth? Like, are you a boxer never admits that they're never 100%,
yeah, well,
right?
mind you, he was in the ring. He got a W anyways, man. So yeah, I hear you. But he still got it out of the way. But
Yeah.
you're built tough though.
Hey, people don't know, but I actually like going up my pro fights. You know, I was fighting with a fucked up ass hand. I fought with a fucked up ass hand for like 4 fights.
And then that's common.
No way.
That's
Yep.
so fucking common.
Yep.
I mean, how did you feel after that though? Did you regret it, or did you feel proud of yourself that you powered through that, knowing that, you know, you could have easily pulled out of a fight, but you powered through. You got a
Yeah, I
dub.
powered through it.
That's the whole heart. Remember we were talking
just
about
talked
the three major factors and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well,
Heart is a factor, and seriously, with the excuse of injuries and stuff, man, the majority of the time, most fighters are coming in with some type of annoyance,
Ailment.
some little
Ailment
ignorance.
somewhere.
Like,
But the
they're
thing
like,
is
"Oh,
that
man,
we
my
don't
fucking
we don't
pinky,"
feel
or,
it.
"Fuck, my shoulder."
We don't
Like,
feel it at the
you get
time
in the
because we
zone.
got yeah.
Adrenaline.
You gotta get in that zone. You gotta get in that
we-
zone, bro.
yeah.
But,
Yeah,
but
we-
here's the thing, though. That's what I'm saying. Like cut from a different cloth. That's that fighter
Well,
mentality. That's that
100%
fighter's heart, bro.
That fighter heart mentality, because even if you are feeling it, you're still not gonna show it. That's the
Yeah.
part of you is you're gonna push through it and you're gonna fight anyway. So
What I'm
it
saying,
doesn't
like for those of you watching, it's like, you know, you guys know those particular your coworkers, you know, at your guys' 9 to 5, and them SOBs are always calling in like, oh, well, I don't feel too well, or they had a long night and they don't want to. Yeah, my
pinky
my
hurts.
finger hurts. Yeah, bro. Like this bunch of crybabies. I'm like, man, you freaking chump, get your ass up and get out. Like seriously,
When
you know what I mean? But the soldiers, they gut it through. Like, even when you're fucking feeling like shit, you gotta do your fucking.
Gotta keep moving, bro.
You gotta handle your fucking job.
Keep
and
moving in a
respect to the
positive,
fighters
positive
like yourself.
Yeah,
You
I
gotta keep
was
it
still
bro.
sparring with a fucked up ass knee. Shit, I was still in the gym.
Man, you were still doing your thing, and that,
Yep.
I mean, that speaks volumes of you. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Hey, listen. So to fill in everybody at home, right? They may not know you in your particular case. Let them know where you training at, bro. What is your current record, man? Like, you know, who you training with? That kind of deal, man.
Yeah, so my name's Danny Barrios Flores. They call me El Carita, and I train out of Casa Grande. And I train with the Ramos Boxing Academy. That's where Jesus Mono Ramos trains out of. Abel Ramos.
Excellent for your group.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Ramos Boxing Academy.
Also, we have this other guy like Pau. Pau's an upcoming super bantam. Also, he's a good ass man.
You guys getting
Bro,
sparring in?
together, man.
Bro, like when
I
me and
already
him
get it.
spar, bro, like he gets the best out of me, bro. Like that,
Oh, he's
like
tough,
that
man,
kid,
huh?
yeah, that kid,
Hey,
bro,
shot,
that
shot
kid.
iron right
Hey,
there.
yeah, he's sharp. I tell you that.
Iron sharp,
Yeah, he's sharp. He's sharp. And then we have a
You
couple.
said that's out of Casa Grande.
Yeah, Casa Grande. Yeah, and then and there's other pro.
Hey,
other pros.
people know about the Ramos Boxing Academy, bro.
Oh yeah.
Much love to the Ramos Academy out there in Casa Grande. Everybody up there, man. Much love from 4luvofboxing.
Yeah,
So what's the news coming out of the gym right now? I know you were talking about the young fighter that's coming up. What's the scoop or the tea coming out of the Ramos Boxing Academy these days?
Shit, right now we just Abel was supposed to fight on the Pacquiao and Barrios on the card, but I guess I don't really know what happened, like the full details on that fight. But he was supposed to fight this week, and then hopefully.
I could fill you in with some insider news.
Hold
They're
on.
trying to duck his ass.
Yeah.
Yes, bro.
Both the Ramoses, huh?
And then Pau, I don't know when he's fighting, and then we got myself. Hopefully me and Mono get on the same card soon. You know, hopefully me and him be on the same card.
That'd be
I know
awesome.
I know Coach has been telling me that we're probably gonna do September. You know, I don't know. You never know. I'll be in the Canelo card. Shit, I don't want to say too much right now.
So speaking of the Canelo card, I just heard earlier today that they want to make it like a 3-day boxing festival. They want to do a Thursday card, a Friday card, and then the big card on Saturday.
I mean, there's a lot of slots to fill in.
Hey,
like
that'll be
this.
sick.
Your Excellency, Guapo Damas, said that there's going to be roughly, I think he said something like 40 plus fights over those 3 days.
Hell yeah.
Something along those. So, hey, if Turkey Al Sheikh, you're looking for 118, 122 pounder,
Put me in there.
he's right down the street. We can get to Vegas in 45 minutes.
No.
Like Rob says, His Majesty, come down here and come get Daddy, man. He's ready to go, man. Yeah. Man,
Yeah.
that'd be an interesting card, man. But what are your thoughts on the Canelo Crawford fight, man?
Well, what are your thoughts on Canelo first? Like, being honest, what's your thoughts about Canelo, not just currently, but like his body of work?
Fair assessment.
I mean,
Question. Indeed.
I don't know what's going on with that whole camp. I mean, everyone's coming out dirty.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't know,
Including
but
himself.
Canelo, I mean, he's a good ass fighter. You know, he's that pressure, that counter, everything. I mean, what he does. I mean, I feel like he put Mexico on the map. You know, it's one of the greatest fighters.
Picked up
coming
the
to-
flag and ran with it, right?
Yup. Yes, sir.
Yeah, he was definitely able to get that torch and definitely keep running.
Yeah, but for this fight, it's gonna be a good fight for both. You know, I know I'm Mexican, so I'm going for Canelo for this
Well,
fight.
I know that's where your heart's actually at, but it's realistically, I mean, let's lay out some logistics in regards to this. We're talking about a fighter who was 147 pounds, who only fought once outside of that division at 154. And in all honesty, me personally, I thought Manjavov actually edged him out. So he's not even the best 154 pounder, but now he's moving up 2 more weight classes to take on a man who's actually fought at 175. Everybody talks about he has a wrestling background and showing him powerlifting and this and that. We all know weightlifting doesn't mean piss in the sport of boxing. He's strong, cool, but he's not a bigger man. And I have a problem with that. I'm still freaking upset and bitter of the fact that he has not fought our AZ homeboy, David Benavidez. And that's a clear duck. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. That's a duck. But now he's taking on a very itty-bitty smaller man who's going to obviously make weight. And in my opinion, just for the record, me personally, I'm a bigger fan of Bud Crawford than I am of Canelo. But real is real. I just don't think he belongs in that ring with him. That's me personally. But That's what we're asking.
Yeah,
Give us a dissect.
I know Crawford's gonna get was a fight. You know, he's gonna bite that mouthpiece. He's gonna give.
Yeah, he's a dog, bro.
He's gonna give Canelo. I don't think Canelo's gonna walk him down like that, like how he always does in other his fights. But I feel like Crawford, he's gonna give him a fight.
No, listen, Crawford, he brings it, bro, and there's not gonna be no
all-time
running in
great.
Crawford
He's an
that
all-time
game.
great.
He's gonna bring it. He's gonna get himself knocked out. Canelo's power, and it's something else, especially at that weight level. He's naturally bigger than Crawford. Is going up 2 weight classes, man. That's something else.
I mean, it's
I, for one, am very
three,
curious
man,
to see how the fight plays out. I actually am very excited to see
I'm
the fight.
excited.
I think, especially when you then look at Canelo Alvarez's resume of work, as you say, when you actually look at it historically, Crawford is another guy who can actually claim the pound for pound throne at one point, or had himself right there in the conversation, right? He'll be able to say he fought 3 different dudes that represented 3 different eras of boxing that were all at one point considered pound for pound. The dude, and I think for Canelo, I mean, that's huge when it comes to his resume. You know what I mean? He had a chance to fight Floyd when he was a baby, but then he also fought Triple G when Triple G was pound for pound the best dude. He's getting a chance to now fight Crawford. So, I mean, for me at least, I think if we can get that barn burner of a fight, man, I think it'll be pretty cool. And I think if anybody,
fair enough, that would definitely solidify Canelo's legacy 100%.
And it's not a payday for Crawford, because if Crawford can pull off this upset, he'll be one of the only 3 division undisputed.
Yep.
3 division undisputed, 140, 147, right?
140.
And then this will be 68.
Yep.
I mean,
no, listen, and
damn.
that's why I think partly for me, that's why.
I mean, they'll put him in with the legend like Henry Armstrong, who was a 3 division.
You know what I'm saying?
all-time
Like,
great.
If Crawford wins, we're talking about Crawford is going down as the best fighter of this generation.
Bro.
Oh, yeah,
It
definitely.
is what it is, bro.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't expect Crawford to come in at 68 though. If I'm Crawford, I'd come in at like maybe 165. You still
absolutely.
you got to keep that
I
speed.
mean, I was thinking 62,
Yep.
63. Like, you're going to be getting up that weight, but you want to be sharp. But
I wouldn't
it's not
doubt.
what
I wouldn't doubt it.
expect
He's
that.
already on weight.
So
Yeah,
if
yeah.
with Crawford moving up so much in weight like that, have you had a chance to take a fight, or you been offered a fight? Maybe you just didn't take it to like fill in or something like that, and the guy was going to be 2 weight divisions bigger than you. And
I had to eat one time. It was like
To make weight?
to make weight.
Wow.
Wait, you had to actually
Was
consume food?
that a 126?
Yeah.
Was that a 126?
Oh, so the fight was scheduled at 126, but my fighter came in at 133.
Damn.
The commission, I told
they told you like the day of.
No, the day of weigh-ins. Yeah, the day of weigh-ins.
They told you this.
We
He
all
wasn't
weighed.
gonna make weight.
He was damn near 2 divisions ahead right there.
Yup.
126, 130, then
Yep.
135.
Yep.
And if you don't make weight and you cancel the fight, you ain't getting paid.
Yeah, so and I was like, it was the beginning of my career too, you know. So I was like, man, I'm just
Fuck it, let's do
yeah,
it.
let's do it. And then Gabriel comes up to me, he's like, the commission's not gonna accept the fight if you don't eat. I'm just like, all right. So I started downing some Pedialyte, started eating a little bit some mariscos, because the weigh-ins were
Wow.
were at like a
That's
mariscos
all.
place.
So you had
know?
to gain weight to
fight.
make the commission okay you to not be like at a bigger disadvantage.
That's awesome.
Hey.
Good
That's
boxing
actually
insider
Murphy's
stuff.
Law getting you in reverse, where it's actually pretty cool that it was at a restaurant where you could actually start consuming. Bro.
I know.
Because I mean,
'Cause-
you had to put on that little bit of extra weight. It's not a bad place to be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
So who's your favorite fighter current?
My favorite fighter,
Current favorite fighter. Active. Favorite
active. Man, I like myself.
I love that answer, man. That's what's up.
Nah, man, I don't know, like, well, one of the reasons why I started boxing was a Manny Pacquiao, you know?
Yeah?
That's what's
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, Manny Pacquiao.
How you feel about Manny coming out of retirement right now, man? There's
Well,
a lot of people that have
shit, man,
feelings about the fight tomorrow.
I hope he wins, but fuck, he's old.
Yeah.
I mean, look,
4 years
Fall
out of the
time,
game.
fall
It
time.
is what
undefeated.
it is with age, man. But he's able to pull that shit off. Wow. I mean, it's already wow in his
Yeah.
career. I mean, it just adds a whole nother layer of some shit. You know.
I know. I mean, if he wins this
pulls it
fight,
off,
he's gonna end up fighting Floyd.
That's the rumor.
Man,
That's what they're talking about.
Are you serious, man?
Yeah.
No.
I mean, we don't want that. We don't need that. If they want to go ahead and do it, there's worse fights to make. But we're not clamoring for that
Yeah.
fight.
Oh.
You know, we all
definitely
know
not.
what that's all
Actually,
about.
And to tell you the truth, man, in talking about this fight currently right now, man, I was actually ranting in here pissed off over this fight happening because to me, Abel Ramos should have been getting this crack at Barrios again, bro. Fucking, he put up such a great fight.
I
with him the
know,
first time,
man.
As
That
I
was a
told
good
Jerry, I
fight.
think he's just too dangerous. Too dangerous, so I don't think they'll ever give him another
Abel
crack at it.
Abel's a risky fighter for all these fighters in his weight class.
Yeah.
You know, Abel's the type of fighter where like he's not gonna back down and he's gonna go after.
You're
He's
gonna have
not-
to work
Yeah, you're
against
gonna have
him.
to work for against him. You know, that's why like and that's why PBC always has him. Like you know, PBC has been.
He's
They
an
match him
action-packed
tough.
fighter.
Man, they match him tough.
That's the whole thing though, because he is tough and he's not scared. He's not
He's
a
not
pussy.
scared.
He
He's
actually
not a
takes
pussy.
on. He takes on so many freaking tough guys.
Yeah.
He's a G, man. I got mad respect
He's
for him.
won against some
Yeah,
of his
yeah.
losses, bro. Like it's just
Right.
it's just
Definitely has,
it's
man.
just bullshit. These judges, bro. It's just
In the way that the Ramos.
He's one of
they
the
all
fighters
humble-
where his record does not actually.
yeah.
It doesn't dictate, regarding what kind of fighter he is,
Yup.
because that's one of those things where numbers do lie. Because he's a hell of a lot better than what his record
Oh,
actually
definitely.
indicates.
Man, I've seen him. Man, when he's sparring, bro, he breaking his sparring partners' noses.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking, it's
Heavy
crazy.
hands over there in the Ramos
Yeah.
camp, bro.
Danny, what's your favorite type of fight style, bro? Like I know you have a very high skill set. So for you, when we go in there and we watch you work, man, it's a pleasure to watch the skills that you're able to bring out, right?
The new and improved Danny.
Yeah. Now listen, but you know, when you're watching as a fan, what type of style fighter do you like to see?
And what's your favorite punch?
Me, I like hit and don't get hit.
Okay.
You know, I fuck with that style.
You love the art.
Yeah, I fuck with that style because I mean, like myself, you know, I don't want to come out of there with a fucked up ass head. You know, I'm trying
That's
to.
what's up. You want to live. You want to be able to enjoy your life.
Yeah, I want to
afterwards.
be able to enjoy my life and actually, you know, and able to invest, you know, my money and you know, be smart still, you know, even though I'm a little bit dumb right now, but
This guy.
nah, but yeah, man, you know, I want to come out of my career healthy, you know, so I mean, but now, like, when I say hit, don't get hit is not running, you know, I'm not talking about when you run and all that.
You're
I'm talking
actually
about when
high
you
skill level,
when
you
high
can
school
move
level,
and then pop back.
yeah, pop back, you know.
That's sweet science.
Yep.
When you were growing
Counter-punching
up,
and
bro,
all
who
that.
was a fighter that you could say fought that style that moved you to liking that style?
Floyd.
Yeah.
Floyd.
Yeah, Floyd, especially during
Floyd.
his, I would say during his
Lightweight.
Pretty Boy Floyd.
Pretty
time,
boy era.
Floyd
He
Mayweather.
was amazing when it was.
Money Mayweather, because he was
Yeah.
out of his element at the point. 147, he was just too small, so he had to adjust that style. But Pretty Boy Floyd, not Money Mayweather,
Yeah.
two completely
Well,
different,
when
two
people ask
completely
me-
different freaking careers.
It's like two careers, right? Two different careers.
Oh, yeah,
all being
definitely.
spanned into one. When people ask me, what's my favorite moment, that I can say that was his signature moment, and I think back, Chico Corrales, man, where he just totally dominated Chico Corrales at a time when there was a lot of people that had Corrales picked to win that fight. You know
Yep.
what I mean? So Floyd was definitely.
Shout
one
out
of
to
those.
Tough Side Boxing from the South Side, Marathon Central. That's where Chico used to train. Man, that's a good old time, freaking Willie, R.I.P. right there, man.
Man, that dude
But
had
Chico-
heavy
yeah.
hands, bro.
But Chico used to represent. He ain't from here, but he used to represent the South Side Phoenix for quite some time, man.
Let me
big
actually
fan.
ask you guys that same question. What's you guys' favorite type of fight style, and who was a fighter that influenced you growing up that made you like that fight style?
Go ahead, Jerry.
Man, I'm Mexican, bro. I love that rock'em sock'em style. I know a lot of fighters that's not their forte, only because it does take off years of your career, you know. But as someone who enjoys the entertainment value, and I fully respect the art of the game, but man, there's nothing like being ringside when you can see two guys just lay it all out there, bro. You know, I mean, to me, that's like the most beautiful brutality in
And
the
we've
world.
seen quite a few wars ringside, bro.
And man, it's like when Jim Lampley talks about Rios Alvarado, he gets teary eyed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that stuff is beautiful brutality, and it's fucking amazing. There's no other sport to me that I get like that feel from, you know. But the second part of the question,
What fighter?
which particular fighter? Oh man, damn. Blood and guts. Arturo Gatti, man.
Oh,
Very
okay.
limited.
Ooh, Arturo Gatti.
Very limited fighter.
Rest in paradise.
Yes,
Arturo
sir.
Gatti.
Yes,
Hey, his
sir.
son. It's crazy because speaking of him, his son ended up following me on social media and shit. And it looks
That's
like
what's up?
it looks like he's gonna turn pro.
No kidding.
Oh,
he's-
that's what's
yeah, he's
up.
gonna turn
Oh,
pro.
man.
He's following his dad's footsteps. So that's pretty
Dang.
sick.
Hey, for
That's
Love
what's
of
up.
Boxing exclusive.
There you go, man. We always catch you a little bit of nuggets or something. You know how it is. Mr.
Yeah.
LP, what it is, man.
So I actually gotta go with the same. Growing up, the entertainment factor, regardless of sport, there's nothing more special. So the fight that actually turned me into a boxing junkie, I was already a boxing fan, but when Julio Cesar Chavez knocked out Magic Taylor with just 2 seconds left,
I watched the
back in
fight earlier today.
March 1990,
He was
no-
losing that fight, huh?
Oh yeah.
It was
wasn't-
behind.
look,
losing
he
that
wasn't
fight.
just losing.
I remember.
He was.
I
He had
remember.
lost that fight.
I seen the fight.
But no. At that moment, I can honestly tell everyone, all the fans, you guys right here, and any other female in my life that comes in the future, like that is my first true love. My heart grew. I fell in love with the sport of boxing, and I have never looked back, and I never will. I love this sport to the 10th for the love of boxing. You feel me? But so Julio Cesar Chavez was up there, and he was for a very long time. But once I started digging into the 90s, came into play, I fell in love with with a fighter that I felt that was just as tough, just as gritty, but just a little more slicker in the pocket. And I think he's one of the top 5 best fighters in the ever.
Sweet
And nobody would ever fucking actually.
Paulie
would agree with this.
Malignaggi.
I like Paulie. You know that too. no.
Adrian
Lights out,
Broner. Broner.
James lights out.
Yeah,
James
lights
lights out.
out.
Tony.
Oh, he's
Hey, we're talking about we're talking about a man who can
can
sit.
out.
We're talking about a man who actually is. He has the Philly shoulder roll down packed to a science, man. And in all honesty, Mayweather did a pretty great job, but I thought he moved a little too much for my liking. Tony didn't give a fuck. That's an old school throwback Philly fighter, a G. He sit right. No, Michigan. I'll take that back. I apologize. Michigan. He sit right in the pocket. And you can swing away all you want, and as you're missing punches, he's making you pay every step of the way. Man, what a beautiful fighter! And it brought joy. It was so freaking exciting to see that guy fight. But Chavez, as a freaking close second, but James Toney, my goodness, his style was just so freaking impressive. It was just amazing. I'm not even talking about his later heydays. I'm talking about in his middleweight days before he took on freaking Roy Jones Jr. That man was a beast, bro.
I'm glad Lights Out Tony's doing okay. But if you
Yeah,
listen
I
to the
mean,
man speak
hey,
nowadays,
so-
you have a hard time
You
understanding.
know what is tough though, and I give props where it's due. Yes, I mean he gave entertainment for not just myself but all fans, right? But the thing is this, so yeah, it's clear as day. A lot of those punches although it seemed like they were rolling with, they were still catching some effect. But that's the whole thing when you sit in that pocket and take those. You know how I think you understand this. Even if you're blocking a punch, you're not getting hit cleanly, but you're gonna feel that effect. You're gonna get rattled. Your brain's gonna feel that shit. So the objective is not to stand, not beat it. You gotta move and dip.
Yeah.
But Tony he sat there right in the pocket. His shoulder, boom, 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 and he was getting hit. His punches were zipping and sliding through his head. It wasn't like he was not getting hit. He just wasn't getting hit clean. Unfortunately, because he sat in the pocket, he did get touched a lot. He didn't get hurt, and he ended up beating mofos' ass and stopping him stuff. But it is unfortunate to see how he is. Like, it's very hard to actually hear him trying to freaking put together freaking words and stuff. But mad respect to that dude. And what a fucking legend. What an all-time great. And he's one of, you already know, top 5. One of my fucking favorite fighters ever, bro. I love that mofo.
Every fighter who fights that
Yeah.
style.
I gotta
for
say,
sure.
for me, when I look on in the fight style, I like those physical anomalies, right? I like those dudes that are willing to walk through your punches, take 5 punches to give you one back, and just keep coming and keep coming and keep coming, and they're just so.
Ruslan Provodnikov.
And he knew where I was going with it because
Yeah.
to me, in the modern age, the best fight that I've actually seen over the last maybe like 15 years was Tim Bradley and Provodnikov go at it. Oh my God, that dude
Bro.
kept coming.
The fact that Bradley didn't go down is freaking
Oh, listen,
impressive.
and
What a
watching
heart.
the fight, I had Bradley winning, but it was incredible to see that fight. The back and forth was amazing. So dudes like
That was definitely a rock and sock.
Julio Cesar Chavez, for me growing up, I remember he used to be able to think. I mean, it's amazing you brought up that fight because I actually watched that fight earlier today as I was sitting at home. That was the fight that I decided to pull up, right? Watching like the.
That's what's up.
Watching
Get
like the
yourself in the
last 3
zone.
rounds, bro, I'm like, holy shit! I forgot how awesome.
Like it was the
right?
first time all over again.
Antonio Margarito, people dog him out because of the cast in his hands, but man, when I watched him fight, he was a physical anomaly that just
Same
kept
thing.
coming, bro.
Boom.
He was an offensive
Man,
monster.
I
just
cannot
don't-
believe you just mentioned that. I do want to.
I just don't like how he was mocking what's his name?
Freddie
Roach.
Freddie Roach. You know,
That was disrespectful. Yeah, that was very
Yeah,
disrespectful.
it is
Karma hit him
boxing,
back in the mouth, too.
Yeah, no,
Pacquiao, oh my
Pacquiao
God.
was put his eyeball out of his face in that fight.
And Pacquiao showed mercy. Let's not forget that. I mean, that
Well,
fight,
listen,
Pacquiao didn't want to hurt him.
No,
Like, he was beating his
did
ass.
too.
Yeah.
But pull up the fight too. Do you know that that's the person who landed the most punches out Manny Pacquiao in round 2? Antonio Margarito did that shit in that same fight too, though. He didn't have it to beat.
Hey, you know what's crazy? I want to piggyback on it before you finish off your answer. But if y'all know me and stuff, I grew up. I was a huge. I put that behind my freaking memory because of the controversy of the. Unfortunately for that guy, his career has an asterisk. He got caught once, but there's no telling how long, how far. The plaster of Paris was a factor in his raps and all that. But my goodness, for about 8 years. Yeah, 8 years. He was the terror at 147, the most feared man on the planet. I remember seeing videos, which are now freaking no longer in existence, where Floyd Mayweather was shaking in his boots every time he was in presence of freaking Margarito. Margarito was like, fight me. And if you guys remember, this was what, 2006, 2007? At a principle, Mayweather took on Carlos Baltimore for literally $1 more because he was making more money to fight him as opposed to Antonio Margarito. Man.
I think
that's-
Vladimir might have had a belt, too, right?
Well, no, they
So-
both had belts, though, man.
But yeah.
Margarito was a champion. Margarito already knocked out
Margarito
freaking
was in his prime.
Cotto.
He was young and he was powerful, and that was another duck by Floyd.
But you know, shout out to Cotto, man. He got his revenge regarding that defeat and all and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
But that first fight, that was the pinnacle peak
Hey,
right
man.
there. That was fucking believable,
I was
bro.
in Idaho watching my.
Man, I was in
youngest
Indiana,
son
bro.
be born,
I wasn't even in
I was
state
trying
too.
to figure out how I'm getting to a sports bar, bro, and catching that fight, and I was able to, man. I think I called you when I was out of town, bro. And I was like, did you just believe what we just watched, man?
I
What
was
a
in.
moment in time, bro.
If y'all
What a
know the
moment in
neighborhood
time.
and stuff, I was in East Chicago, which is Puerto Rican dominated freaking town. I went to a bar to see the fight, and I was the only Mexican in that bar. I kid you not.
You were Puerto Rican that day.
That was an asterisk.
No,
behind his
I was
name
not.
on that
I
day,
was
bro.
rooting on Margarito, man.
pulled
When
up the accent
And
on
when
the
that
Puerto Rican.
victory, when that W fucking came out, I was the only person jumping around screaming like a fool, and everybody looking at me. And the family, the people I was with, my in-laws, they were like, "Calm your ass down. We ain't trying to get our asses fucking in trouble." But I couldn't.
we
I
wanna
was-
come
that
back
was a
here.
crazy fight. But Margarito, you're right. His style that never fucking backed down, and he kept coming forward. It sucks because let's not forget this. He also was the first man to not only beat but also stop Sergio Martinez.
Well, listen, hey, man, he beat
Dog.
Sergio Martinez.
And Martinez, even at that point in their careers, was super fucking great. Martinez, for the record, I actually had as my number one pound for pound for a few years. I didn't care what the Ring magazine said. That motherfucker was a
But
beast.
my second part of that statement
yeah, go ahead,
wasn't
Wayne.
just being able to be the offensive output, right? It was also being able to take a punch and keep coming. And
Yeah.
that's what Margaret. I don't give a fuck how you try to spin the raps in his hand, and I get that.
He was
I
a
get
tough-
that.
he was a
I
tough
get
son
that
of a
argument.
bitch.
But trust me when I say Cotto hit him with everything in the kitchen sink,
And he did
that
not stop.
fucking animal kept coming, bro. And that's to me that was the biggest difference in that fight. I think now currently I get a hint of that with Emmanuel Navarrete when I see him work, bro. He's one of those animals.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Bro. I definitely
Yeah.
get that hint. So to me,
Where the punches
like-
doesn't look like they should be as devastating
man.
as they are, but they are.
Yeah, they keep coming, bro. It's
They come in
you
angles,
hit,
too.
You hit,
Yep.
they keep coming, bro. So I'm glad that boxing has continued to produce at least fighters that are cut from that. Okay, man, I've been blessed to be able to see all these fighters. And you know, some of them, like he brought up Ruslan Providnikov, right? For your common mainstream fan, you're gonna bring up Providnikov, and they're gonna say,
Who's that guy?
Who is that? We don't know who that is, right? But if you follow boxing and you're able to still catch glimpses of that, man, there's so many stories like that of dudes who can throw down, and you can become fans of them too, even though the mainstream fan maybe not feel them in that way, right?
Yeah.
But Danny, man,
And
we
shout out
wanna
to them
thank
up and
you, man.
comers. The list goes on and on with
Hey,
so many
well-
fighters that are doing their thing now, bro.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
Danny, we want to thank you for coming out, man. Look, listen, you got the world listening to now on these airwaves, man. You got Ikon Radio Live. Go ahead and give me your shout outs, bro. This is you.
Oh,
You
Tell,
man.
tell everybody how to
Oh,
find you
everybody,
and all, man.
bro.
Man.
Actually, you've been mentioning your lady quite a bit of times here, so obvious that you're a family man. I hope you give her a big shout out here.
Yeah,
too.
I'm a family guy now, man. I'm a family man. You know, shout out to my girl, my son. You know, they've been a big supporter through my career. my mom,
Motivation.
yeah, man. Hopefully, this year another kid, but
Okay.
nah, but and then special shout out to my coach,
The nuggets
Ramos.
of shit we break through on
Ramos
this show. I'm just
Senior.
saying.
Shout out to everyone. I just can't wait. You guys can find me on Instagram on Danny Barrios Flores, and then on Facebook Danny Barrios Flores, and then Twitter DBF Carita. But yeah,
Real quick before you head out, bro, is
Oh yeah, DVF. There it is right there.
Yeah, yeah. If you have a crystal ball and you can like paint the picture for what would be like the top that you can reach as a pro boxer, what does it look like? Like where is it at? Where's it staged? What are the ramifications of it? Like what would be your ideal future like milestone?
My future milestone is being a world champion and winning the belt at the MGM.
And there, okay. Yeah.
I want.
Where so many freaking classic fights came from.
Yep, that's where.
What's up.
Yeah, I wanna walk out of there with a belt. That's where Tyson walked out. Tupac walked out of there,
Yeah.
So I'm trying to walk out of there too with a championship belt.
And so is Manny Pacquiao tomorrow in the same arena.
Yep.
Look,
Wow.
Danny, get there, bro. If you fight for a world
We're there.
we'll be
Ringside.
there, bro. Ringside.
Be there,
That's where
ringside,
you're at,
homie.
dog.
Yes,
Real
sir.
shit.
We always ringside, bro. We'll be there for you, homie. Believe that, dog.
And then one final thing, bro. I mean, one proud father to another, man. What you're doing with your son right now is amazing, and you have reasons for that, and no reason to go into detail, but you're setting an example for him, bro, and you're doing an amazing job. So keep that
Thank
up.
you.
Whatever it is that he's giving you to bring the best out of you, man, you're gonna bring the best out of him,
Yes, sir.
and keep grinding that way, man. Never lose that love, and always set the example high.
Hell yeah.
So
Yes,
proud of
sir.
you, brother. Thank you for coming in, man.
Nah, thank you guys, man. Thank you guys for having me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Got to keep us
yeah.
posted on the next fight.
That's
Yep.
it. You let
Yeah.
us know all the info on your next fight.
Yeah.
As soon as you get it, bro, we'll throw a little promo for you. Out
Oh,
here
yeah.
on the
And
radio, too.
I was
We'll
about to say,
definitely be there
no.
ringside for you, bro.
Couple weeks before fight week and stuff, we're gonna definitely have you in here when you get a chance to break away from your training camp.
Yeah.
So we get a chance to go ahead and push and promote you.
Let's do it.
You
Let's
know
get
what I'm
it.
saying? And we can't wait to see you in the ring again, my man. I can't wait to see you in the ring.
Let's
And
get
hey,
it.
like you just mentioned, El Mono, your boxing gym buddy, your brother,
Yep.
he actually had quite a few fights in the pay-per-view with Canelo.
Yeah.
If they can make it an extra freaking bird freaking flying into the nest to
I'm
make
in
that
there.
happen,
I'm in
I
there.
wish you the best,
I'm in
man.
there. I
If you
just
do,
can't
that'll be
wait.
so excellent.
Yeah.
This guy is still up against the fence about us going, but we'll figure that out.
I'm not up against the fence.
But,
I mean,
we'll see what's good.
Somebody may have sent me a Lester Martinez maybe added to the card breaking through thing, and man, that just adds a whole nother layer for me getting out there. I'm just saying.
Hey, put Danny on that headliner card the
If
night
Danny's
before.
there, bro, if Danny's
Friday
there, I'm
night
trying
fight.
to figure out how I'm
Friday
convincing
night fight.
Danny so I can do his entrance music and I'm walking out with him, bro. But we'll get there when we get there.
Yeah,
you know
LP
what I mean?
Records, baby.
That's it, man.
Hell yeah.
Look, listen, for everybody at home, definitely check the man out. Danny Carita Barrios. Follow his ass on Instagram and on Facebook, man. Support this man. Arizona, get behind him, man. You need some strong lions like this that are making noise and making things happen here, man.
Yes,
Your
sir.
boy Guapodamas at the top of the world. Thank you for sharing your Friday night with us, man. Daddy, man, we
Thank you guys.
for coming
Appreciate
down,
it,
bro.
man.
And we
Love,
hope to
homie.
get you back soon, bro.
Yes,
Most
sir.
definitely.
Yes,
And
sir.
we out.
Stay blessed, man.
Yes, sir.